Hey, what's up? It's Quiet Storm. This is my first episode on the Freebase Podcast, and I'm with...
Deadbymourning, a.k.a. Young Doomblade, a.k.a. the Toyota Terrorist.
Damn, bro. You know you're gonna get some flack for that, huh?
From who?
Trump.
Man, fuck Trump.
Man, he gonna fucking bomb your ass, dude.
Nah, man, fuck Trump. YG said it best. Fuck Donald Trump. YG and Nipsey Hussle. That song's fucking great.
Damn. How'd you come up with the name Deadbymourning anyway?
Deadbymourning came about one of my birthdays. I was tripping acid with my girlfriend, and I was just trying to let the drug offer some intuition into what a potential rap name could be. I feel like finding a rap name has always been a weak point for me. But that particular trip, I just kept visualizing like a SoundCloud playlist or fucking album, whatever. And I just wanted like a loud name that would stand out to people. It would catch their attention. For some reason, Deadbymourning was the first thing that manifested. And later on, I found some sentimental value in it. I feel like a lot of my music is reflective, and I have a lot of depression sometimes. I have like a really bad tendency to reflect on my former self, which in a sense kind of makes me feel dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I am dead by morning.
So with like depression, do you use any like sort of drugs or something that you dabble with? I mean, I'm just asking because I know a lot of artists nowadays, they dabble with drugs with depression, and that's how they're influenced by music. Because you make hip hop music, or well, what is a genre of music you say you make?
I would just say rap. I wouldn't go as far to say hip hop. But to answer your question, I smoke weed on a daily basis.
Nice.
That's probably the drug I use the most. I'm not too bad though, as far as like opiates and Percocet and shit are concerned. That's not really my bag. I'd much rather dabble with like some Adderall or psychedelics or some shit.
So, is that what you smoke weed and then you make your music, or what is your process of like how do you make your music? A lot of your music is mostly self-produced.
Right. I would say probably all just starts with me smoking. I smoke before I fucking do anything, before I go grocery shopping or go to the gym or anything like that.
That's crazy. You go grocery shopping, see like grapes talking in your shit?
No. I mean, weed's not that intense.
Shit.
I've never
when
gone
I used
grocery
to smoke
shopping.
weed, man, I used to be like, damn.
Yeah.
Depends on, I guess you just got to get used to it, right?
It hits people differently for sure. I definitely do get a great deal of anxiety sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I got.
But
definitely got that now.
My love for weed is stronger than my anxiety, so I keep using it. But yeah, anyway, usually with my music, I'll start with just producing a beat. I'll kind of structure the beat, and then on top of that, I'll just, write some lyrics, maybe freestyle some shit, hit record. I'll get some like janky rough mix at the end of it, but I'm just gonna say my music is lo-fi to cover that.
So what is like your influence as far as like music, creating a beat or just even writing a song? Like,
honestly, man, I kind of just fucking do it. Like, even when I don't feel influenced or inspired, I just create, and whatever comes out organically is what comes out. A lot of the shit I make ends up being on the darker spectrum of things, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, when I first met you, it was crazy. I was working at a warehouse part-time, and you were my supervisor at the time.
That's
Facts. And I was chilling in the lunchroom one day, and at this time, I was like low-key, like not even doing much, but I was like managing an artist at that time. And that's, I was listening to one of his beats or his songs, and it had like a hi-hat, and then like I hear this dude pass by, and I just started working there, and this dude passed by. He was like, yo, man, tight hi-hats.
Well, first of all, it wasn't this dude. It was the supervisor. Second of all, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the time hi-hats are very fucking apparent in the mix, especially if you're like walking past a fucking room. You're probably gonna hear some hi-hats and some fucking vocals. At least that's what my ear catches.
Yeah.
And I heard some sick-ass hi-hat rolls, and I was like, damn, that's just fire. But I guess I can see why you wouldn't expect me to recognize that.
Yeah, I mean, it just like, not trying to be stereotypical or anything, but I was at the time. I was like, nah, this guy looks like he's like a skater dude. Like, what do you know about rap? I was like, and then next thing you know, man, I found out like, yo, a lot of the homies at work, they were like, yo, man, you know, he makes music, this and that. And I was like, oh shit, word, let me listen to his fucking music. Played a few songs. I was like hooked from there. I was like, damn, what kind of fucking music is this shit? This shit is wild. And it was crazy because just like, at that time when I was listening to music, I wasn't like trying to get used to like the new age of music, I guess would you say, like for rap or hip hop.
Right.
And at the time they would call it mumble rap. I don't know if they still call it that, but it was a weird time for me. I didn't want to like dabble into like new music because but I didn't also want to be that old head that was like, fuck you, youngins, this and that, you know, like your music sucks, you know, listen to Tupac and shit like that. So, you know, you definitely put me on, like from that day on, like I was like, shit, you know, you opened my ear to like all this type of music, and like ever since then, it's just been like, damn, I listened to a lot of good new music from like all these hip hop artists and like SoundCloud rap and shit like that, and
yeah,
dude,
I hella put you on.
Yeah, you hella put me on, man. That was so crazy. But I was like, when I first heard your stuff, I was like, yo, this sounds like a little bit like deep, like fucking you had that little fucking yelling voice, and you had that fucking like Bone Thugs rap. That was fucking wild. Like this guy could rap like fucking fast. He still can rap fast. It's crazy because I would never thought that you would be that dude to like just go in on that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I for sure think that mumble rap is like the surface that I guess quote unquote old heads would see.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, what was the last thing you just said?
I was just saying, like, you know, as far as like, just I didn't want to be that old head to like not be adapted to like the new music, you know,
or like receptive to
yeah
it. I feel like you just got to dig a little deeper,
exactly,
which is when I put you on to like a few different artists and shit that I seek a lot of inspiration from.
And it was weird at that time in hip hop. It was just like, it was something new, you know. You're like, how are these people just putting out these like fast records, fast songs, just like they'll go from producing it to, you know, lacing a track and then like just uploading that day and be able to get a response right then and there. Yeah. When they're back in the day, like you would have to go buy a CD.
Yeah, it's a different world.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's so crazy. And the fact that like, you know, at that time I was like, you know, I didn't want to just, I don't know, I was a little bit hard-headed, you know, but you definitely opened my ears to a lot more crazy stuff, especially your music. Your music is a little bit, explain to me like your type of music, like what does it mix with? I know it's
fuck, man. I mean, I guess the best way to put it is I guess like old hip hop flow, like I wouldn't say lyrical, because I'm definitely not trying to fucking influence a generation like Tupac. I'm just trying to fucking, you know,
thug life,
I guess. Reflect myself through my fucking music. It comes organically. I don't try to force shit or front anything. But my music is basically just a blend of, you know, all the old shit I listen to. I fuck with a lot of Outkast. I fuck with 3-6. I fuck with Ice Cube, Wu-Tang. There's this group called Camp Blood I've been fucking with recently. And I kind of just combine that with my love for metal, and it meshes into the weirdness that is my music.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this band called Slipknot. Was it Slipknot?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. You had like this wild story. Like every time we used to work at the warehouse, it used to be kind of crazy because all we used to do was just like rap back and forth with each other.
It was not a productive warehouse.
Yeah, it was definitely just like chilling with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Doing music.
For sure.
It was not work, especially you being the supervisor.
Yeah. I didn't make
Anyways,
a very good supervisor.
Where was I going with that?
Shout out for promoting me though. That shit was tight.
Oh hell yeah.
I won't say the retailer's name, but you know who you are.
But it definitely like we had like a bunch of just like, but it's like a bunch of good times. But as far as your music, you said you're so 3-6 inspired, and
for sure.
But that's where I was going. So you said about like your inspiration. I remember you telling me about Slipknot, right? And you had this crazy story
about the concert I missed.
About the concert you missed. Tell me a little bit about that concert you missed.
I mean, it's not too insane. It's just typical fucking little kid.
I thought it was
bullshit.
I thought it was pretty cool. Like the way you just said it, just a very inspiration. Like that's where he got it from.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Slipknot. I feel like that was like the fucking beginning of everything. Really, my oldest friend that I have, his name's Goran. Shout out Goran. Love you, buddy. He put me on to Slipknot when I was like fucking 9. I went to his room and I saw this poster of them on his wall, and there's fucking 9 of them, and they all have their masks and shit, and it looked terrifying as fuck. And I was like, damn, dude, that's kind of scary. Like, I didn't even want to sleep in that room because of how fucking creepy that poster was. But once I checked out the music, that shit got me hooked, man. I've just been like engulfed in metal ever since I found them. I know they're not traditional metal, but yeah, when I was 12, probably around the same time I started rapping, they came into town to play a Halloween show with Rob Zombie at the Palms Resort. There's a venue called The Joint, I think. And my mom used to work there, and she got free tickets for the concert. And at this point in time, I'd never been to a concert. So my first concert was going to be headlined by my favorite band of all time, and I'm completely in awe with music. So right before this shit goes down, I decided to sneak out and fucking see my girlfriend for a few hours. I stayed out a bit too long. My mom obviously fucking found out. I got home, got fucking smacked up a bit. She basically told me I wasn't going to see the show anymore, which happened. And about a week later, their bass player and their core songwriter, Paul Gray, died. And I was like, fuck, now you're never going to see the original lineup.
That shit was deep.
Yes.
I thought that story was pretty cool.
It's a decent story.
We had a lot of talks over there.
Right.
Definitely chilling outside the warehouse after hours.
Depressing times, my friend.
Real depressing times.
Right.
I mean, at that time, I literally just moved from Hawaii, and I shut down my shop. I was going to open up shop here. Things didn't go the way it's supposed to. And like being in Vegas, like I thought, I was like, the arts district is, where I'm going to put it at. But, I definitely, I think I'm a couple years too early. It's getting there, but I think it's going to be there when the Raiders are there.
Right.
And I was just hella I was like, damn, now I need a part-time job to just like get by. And I was like, damn, man. We definitely had a lot of talks, and it was definitely not work. But now you're out here doing your thing.
Wildin'. I'm out here wildin'.
So I know you had like that project that you were going on. You had that is that Hollow?
Yeah, it was called Hollow. Like 2 years ago, I probably wrote like 5 songs, and I made the artwork and self-produced all the beats and shit. And I just never got around to releasing it, I guess.
Yeah. You definitely showed it to me, and I was like, man, this is fire, man.
Yeah.
Like self-produced and your artwork.
Thank you. It's definitely like a personality flaw of mine. Not to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
I definitely enjoy the process of creating and just recording music, but I'm pretty bad at fucking putting music out. Honestly, if it wasn't for you and the fucking homie Jonathan, like, no one would probably even know that I make music because I never fucking talk about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you really don't even talk about it, but like you just kind of like make music and then you just keep it to yourself.
Shout out Jonathan, by the way. Shout out Bambi.
Shout out.
Love
Jonathan,
you, buddy.
Terrace. Anyways, Yeah, you really don't put. I mean, that's kind of like me, man. Like I'll be designing stuff. I'll go in my my mood. Shout out Quiet Storm, QSTactical.com. Go get your gear.
Cop some fire.
Cop some fire. Yeah, I'll be creating like a design and stuff, and then like I never put it out because I was like, I don't know. I guess that's like the same thing with a creative, like you, like it's just like
that's crazy.
You showed your friends.
I've fucking seen like the shit that you like plan to put out but don't end up printing, and that shit's pretty fucking fire, man.
Thanks, man.
All the shit you do print's fire too.
Thanks.
But we're kind of like on the same wave with that, I guess.
Exactly. I think just being creative, it's like you create this Picasso in your little studio, and like no one really sees it,
right?
And the only way, like, is just like it's meant to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to put it out there. You just have to, or else it's just gonna be sitting there, dusty as shit.
Right.
And
for sure,
I'm sleeping. It's actually good art. Yeah, it's fucking gold.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm sleeping on a fucking project that I wrote 2 years ago. For fuck's sake.
Still fire.
Thank you.
Super fire. Yeah, man. So who's your like I mean, we touched base on your inspirations just a little bit,
right.
But let's go deep into it. Like as far as like transitioning from what did you say, like alternative music and rap, or little bit of a dabble of both. Like who was like deeply in your inspiration? I know you mentioned 3-6, but like let's get some
Fuck, dude. I feel like I could break it down into different like categories. Like 3-6, I seek inspiration for instrumentals, fucking DJ Paul's production and Juicy J's production.
Shout out to DJ Paul. I gave him a ride in Hawaii one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
My homie Lowell. Shout out Lowell.
Right?
Lowell. Nameless. He was
That's a fucking tight
he was
name.
DJing at the M, and then like my homie Lowell was like, yo man, I'm Ubering, because that's what he do as a side gig. He's like, yo man, like our DJ Paul, he's gonna DJ at the M.
Sick.
And we picked him up at I forgot what that Hawaii Prince Hotel or some shit. I think it's called Hawaii Prince, somewhere in Waikiki. Yeah, so he had he jumped in my Lexus, and my homie's other car, he was Ubering, and he's like, yeah, and like they need someone to take me to like we need to take DJ Paul and his crew to the M nightclub. You know what I mean? That's like one of I guess that was one of his DJ friends' like requests, and we did that. And I was like, damn man, like this guy's like talking to like DJ Khaled in Miami on FaceTime and shit. I'm like, damn, this is dope.
DJ Paul was talking to DJ Khaled.
Yeah, they were talking about shit in Miami, and I think
interesting.
This is like before like I guess Travis Scott dropped like that fucking hit song that sampled DJ Paul shit. With like fuck the club up or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was Astroworld, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was like way before that.
Before that shit.
Yeah, it was way before that. And I was like, damn man, I didn't know how much of a legend I had in my fucking car at the time.
Yeah, dude. DJ Paul's a fucking G for sure.
So you definitely got some shit from DJ Paul.
Yeah, hell yeah. As far as production's concerned, DJ Paul for sure. As far as flow's concerned, Koopsta, fucking Lord Infamous.
R.I.P. Lord Infamous.
R.I.P. Koopsta and Lord Infamous.
Both.
Mafia. Fucking songwriting, I seek inspiration. Well, lately I've seeked a lot of inspiration from fucking 9 Inch Nails. It's a sick ass band. Trent Reznor, that dude's a fucking genius. I guess for like energy, like raw energy, that's all the metal shit I listen to. There's a band called Knocked Loose that's tight as fuck. Sworn In and Villains, those are like underground hardcore bands. I definitely got a lot of inspiration for my aesthetic from those bands. But
yeah, you put me onto like some dope artists like Ghostman, Puya, something that I'm not really.
When I first fucking showed you Ghostman, well, I told you to look a song up, and then you came back and you're like, well, there's some crazy music.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's something like I never heard before. Like I've heard it in some sort of form, like, Bone Thugs, but it was like fucking screaming, fucking Bone crazy Thugs. Shit. And then like when I saw and when I saw
it's fine.
When I saw Deadbymourning,
that is me.
And he was like, yo man, like like no one didn't want to introduce me to like what, you know.
I feel like nobody was really listening to that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like I put everyone on to like Puya, Suicide Boys, Peep, like.
Yeah.
You know.
You definitely put me on like to like
Ghost.
A bunch of you guys put me on to Ghost, Peep,
Right.
a bunch of all that new shit right now. Damn.
Yeah.
Props to you, man. Definitely put a lot of people on in that warehouse, and there's a bunch of hip hop heads that all we do is fucking rap, freestyle, not even work, and just fucking do stupid shit.
Very big facts.
But yeah. So that's your inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty deep.
Some of my inspiration.
Some of your inspiration.
My Spotify arsenal is quite vast.
Yeah, man. I know you even listen to like Ice Cube and stuff like that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I respect Ice Cube. My two favorite rappers of all time, probably Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
Yeah. You definitely go in as far as like researching, like every now and then, like I'll be like, I'll hit you up and you're like, yeah, man, I'm studying like, like Ice Cube. Like, did you hear his fucking flow? I'm like, damn.
Right.
Like that's crazy because like a lot of these people, bro, they don't look up all the.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, dude, I feel like X said it best, in his interview with Adam from fucking No Jumper. He was saying you can't go from point A to point Z. Like, you can't go straight into I want to rap like Lil Uzi. Like, you gotta study the fucking foundation and the forefathers of this shit if you really want to fucking be a part of it. Not that I'm a part of it, but in order to become a part of it, I definitely wanted to take the measures into studying what I found to be quality rap, quality hip-hop.
Yeah, you put me on the X. The day X died, I called in sick for work. And then, I did. And then I texted you, and I was like, yo, X died. Did you see the fucking video?
Bro, we fucking...
And then you're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it. I just remember... fucking Lalo. he came back from 15 and he was like, did you guys hear about X? And we're like, no, like we're just listening to the radio. And he's like, he got shot and he's in critical condition. And we're like, what the fuck? We literally, like, none of us are really religious, but we all like fucking held hands in a circle and like dead ass tried to pray so he wouldn't fucking die.
That was tough. That was tough, man. I seen that video. Right there, I seen that video. And I was like, damn, this can't be real. This looks like a fucking sad. Like he was creating a movie or something, and like this was part of the set, or you know what I mean, like some behind the scenes stuff.
Yo, fuck the people that filmed him instead of calling for help.
That was so fucked up. I was pissed off.
We lost a fucking legend.
Hell yeah, man. Like, dude, there was like
R.I.P.
three.
Juice WRLD, R.I.P. Peep.
We lost a lot of good legends, man.
R.I.P. Nipsey.
R.I.P.
I didn't really listen to Nipsey, but that shit hit me when he died. I was like, fuck, man, I'm sick of seeing rappers die.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. Mac.
Damn. So much good people gone in the last, this past decade.
Yeah, dude.
But definitely don't want to see anybody go anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Out there, just make some good music and shit.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, as far as like, you got some new music out?
I don't have any music out.
Yeah, you're about to drop some new music, right?
I am. Because of you. That's the fucking thing, man. I had no intention.
I was like, bro, this is the year where you just, just go in, bro.
Honestly, dude, fuck it. Like, you kind of just forced me to, like, well, I didn't put
I feel like
you previewed one of my songs, and now because of that, we're gonna release the song, and hopefully.
Yo, I had a lot of people message me like, yo, who the fuck is that? It's Deadbymourning.
Thank you. That is I. Fucking. Yeah, hopefully once that song comes out, which is currently untitled, that'll start some momentum, and I'll fucking get off my ass.
This is like the first time the public is seeing you, or even hearing you. And for that case, this is your first interview. This is my first interview on the Freebase Podcast, so this is kind of wild, man.
Yeah.
Sharing good times with each other.
Pretty crazy.
No homo. But,
no homo.
I'm just amazed, man. I'm amazed by your body of work, definitely.
Thank you.
You are from Nevada? Where are you from?
Well, I was originally born in Wailuku, Maui. I guess when I was a baby, my dad and my grandmother wanted my mom to have nothing to do with me. I guess they didn't approve of her for whatever reason. So one weekend, they let my mom take me home with her for like the first time. They usually kind of would like sit in the corner and watch her like hold me from what she said. But anyway, the one weekend they trusted her with me, she bought fucking plane tickets and we moved to Las Vegas.
Yeah, man.
So I'm pretty much Vegas based, you know. I consider Vegas my home. Maui's my home too.
That's pretty dope.
But I definitely identify with Las Vegas a lot more.
Las Vegas shooter.
No. I don't identify with that fucking scumbag.
Yo, that shit is crazy. You hear Eminem's new album?
Yeah. I think
that shit is wild.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think my manager was playing that at work today. Well, definitely the school shooter song was on there because I heard the sample and I was like, that was a fucking ballsy move.
Yo, he did the whole Las Vegas fucking shooting video or something.
He?
That's what I mean. Don't quote me on that. I mean, I might have to look it up, but dude, I think he actually did the fucking video of like, it's like supposedly towards the end, he had a video of like, well, like on the news saying like, 58 people dead or some shit, mass shooting, biggest in like fucking American history and shit, which it is.
Right.
And that's fucking wild. Like that shit definitely impacted us. I mean, I was here during that time. I just moved here. You said it impacted you.
Impacted me?
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily. It's kind of like fucking 9/11. Like you remember where you were when you found out about it and shit like that. I just remember I was posted up at home and my ex-girlfriend was texting me like, stay away from this strip. There's a shooter. She's like, 30 people are dead or some shit. It was like in the middle of the fucking shooting, I'd imagine. And in my head, I was like, dude, there's no way 30 people are dead. Like I've seen like massacres and shootings and I've never heard of a fucking like shooter being that accurate. So I thought it was just fucking fake news, but now we're forced to see Vegas Strong stickers on bumpers and windshields all across the city.
It's crazy because like I recently went to like Day in Vegas or like a few concerts and I was like, I didn't want to kill no one's mood or anything, but I was like, yo, this shit could go down right now.
Right.
Like we literally could get like fucking shot or shoot up. Like, yo, it happened in Vegas once. Yo, this is like, it could happen again. But I was like, man, not to be like all fucked up and shit, but I'll be like, I was looking up there. I'm like, damn, man, they probably got like fucking fucking sharpshooters or snipers up in the building now. But still, I'm sketched the fuck out. Like, I didn't want to kill no one's mood when I went Day in Vegas. But like, I was like, this shit, if that guy could kill a bunch of people right then and there, you know what I mean? Like, dude.
Yeah.
That shit like scares the shit out of me.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with the venue. Like that Mandalay Bay venue, which is fucking crazy that we're talking about Slipknot, because I ended up seeing Slipknot when I turned like 19 or some shit. And it was at the same venue where the shooting happened. It was outdoors across the street in that little fucking parking lot.
Damn.
And that was a sick ass concert.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to like either that just for the fuck of it that night, or I was supposed to go to it was like Foodie Fest with one of my homegirls.
That sounds way better.
Yeah, so I was actually gonna go to the Foodie Fest, but I ended up going to the homie's house to watch like a basketball game after.
That sounds even better.
Yeah, and then like I just remember coming up on the news, it was like, yeah, man, you got this mass shooting, and like I remember like a bunch of people before that, they're like texting me like, hey man, like you okay? Like all my homies from back home in Hawaii, they're like, you okay? I'm like, fuck you mean you okay? It's like, yo, check out the news, bro. Like people getting shot.
Dude, even I was texting locals, like other fucking people.
Exactly. I didn't know if it was real. I was like, yo, this shit's like a terrorist attack. What is this shit? Like they said, like, oh, we got one person. Oh, we got two people. Oh, he's shooting out the window, bro. And then I'm seeing Dan Bazillionaire on the fucking live, like.
That fucker was there?
He was there. He was there, and he was like, yo, give me a gun. Give me a fucking gun. He's like asking the cops like to give him a gun because he's badass at shooting.
Wait. Was he the one that was
like a cowboy hat?
He was running and then he saw someone get like shot in the head?
Yes.
That was him?
Yes. And like, dude, they were literally grabbing people's bodies, putting it in people's trucks, transporting them to the hospital.
That's so fucking
dude,
sad.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But for Eminem to fucking He's so controversial. He'll put that shit out. Like,
I
damn.
wonder what his intention behind that was. Like, was it to raise like awareness or to kind of like shame the
I think he was saying something about like something about that.
Well,
like
I guess
he put
we'll
something
have
in
to
it.
listen
Yeah,
to
we
the
gotta listen and
song
go
to
watch.
find out.
But yeah, that shit is wild.
Lately,
like,
bro,
he's very controversial.
I've been bumping him for some lyrical inspiration. That fucker's flow is impeccable.
Yeah.
Easily one of the most technical rappers I've
Yeah.
ever listened to. Beyond rapping fast, he can rap fucking like crazy fast too.
Mhm.
But just the way he places his rhymes so perfectly internally, basic like scheme wise, I feel like nobody can touch that.
I like
guy.
how he has like so many different alter egos.
Well, actually, except for
Damn.
Andre 3000. I feel like if Andre 3000 and fucking Eminem had a rap battle, I feel like Andre would take the cake.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
Andre's dope.
I'm sure Eminem would say that shit too. He respects the fuck out of Andre.
Hell yeah.
I've been bumping hella Andre lately. Not even like
You bought Machine Gun
Outkast-
Kelly?
No. No, never that.
Oh man. But what you got going on there? You got some
I'm texting my boo.
oh, that's what's up.
Shouts out my girlfriend. I love you.
I like the drip you got there, bro.
My FTP.
Yeah, man. That shit's hard. So you on that scam rap?
I'm not on that scanner.
You ain't
You were
take-
trying to put me
you
onto
ain't
that
take-
TJ shit.
TJ69? Oh, TJX6, my bad. Yeah, man. He teaches you how to fucking scam. Like, dude, he has like the scam Bible or some shit coming out. I believe so. Fuck.
Is that like a
Correct me.
product
It's
to
like-
learn
no,
how to scam, or is
I
that like his
believe-
project's name?
I
The
think that's his
Scam
no, that's his
Bible.
project's name.
That's tight.
But then it's pretty much a book or audio album teaching you how to fucking make money and scam people off Tor and shit.
Dude, but
I think it's called Tor.
I feel like he's like snitching himself out low key. But then again, like when we watched that one interview of him, he was like,
Yeah.
it could just be for entertainment.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, bro, you're way too fucking detailed with this shit.
Oh yeah, man.
Apparently, you already caught
After
a few
that,
cases for it. Like,
Literally, after you left my house, after we watched that video, I tried to go on the dark net. Because he was saying,
Dude,
like, you
oh
could
my
watch
God,
people,
yeah.
fucking, you Bitcoin people, and you pay them to, like, you know, yo, I'm going to kill this dude, or I'm going to kill myself, or some shit. Like,
What?
yeah, dude, that's literally on the dark net on.
That sounds
fuck,
like
I
a
think it's
fucking
Tor.
scam to me, man.
Yeah,
Bitcoin
well,
somebody to kill themselves?
no,
Like,
like,
why did they
well, there's
take
like,
the
there's
Bitcoin
shows
if they
on
wanna
that. There's like
die?
shows of like, oh, like, I got, you know.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. That's a dark web for you, man. You buy, sell drugs on there, you know, get a bunch of shit.
That's for sure, like, why I wanted to go on the dark web.
Oh, did you go on there?
I mean, I wasn't gonna, like, fucking buy coke or anything. I would not trust cocaine from the dark web. But
man.
I'll fucking...
This interview would definitely get you incriminated.
Or, like, a gun. I work for the cannabis industry in Las Vegas, so
That's
I
what's up.
can't legally own a gun.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right?
right.
That's
yeah,
how it
No, you're
works.
right. You're right.
Unless I buy from a
You
private
have a medical
seller,
card.
right?
Yeah, yeah. You have a medical card.
I don't have a
Anybody with
medical card.
I mean,
I have
you
the
work for
fucking, like, the state card.
exactly. Well,
and the
you work for
sheriff's
this.
card.
Yeah, you work for
I ain't no fucking pig,
Yeah.
though.
pretty much. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, dude, after I went on the dark web, I tried to get on the dark web,
Did you find
but
some
there's a
shit?
way. There's like a certain way to get on the dark web from what TJX6 says.
Don't you have to, like, get, like, a server?
Yeah, like you gotta, bro. I believe it's Tor, man. Fuck, I gotta go look on that. A lot of people try to correct me on that. I believe it is Tor, and then it's kind of like a Wikipedia. Like you go on like a Wikipedia thing, and then it teaches you how to like go into this fucking dark web. And ever since then, I was like, fuck.
What the
I
fuck?
didn't even get that far
Wait,
because I was so confused. And ever since then, like I think my computer's being like fucking watched, or like you know what I mean, like
some shit.
so I was like fucking nervous as shit.
Right.
So I just stopped looking at the dark web. I just wanted to go like see what the fuck's on there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he got me hooked. Scam Bible.
Scam Bible.
Fuck. I thought I was gonna make money off scamming this year, you know.
I wouldn't confess that on this
Yeah.
if I were you.
Not incriminating myself.
He was
I do
kidding.
not scam.
It was a joke.
I'm just kidding.
I don't scam.
I might be in this fucking orange jumpsuit after.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, so going off topic and all that shit, but
It's all good.
how do you feel about the state of rap now?
The state of rap now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't really listen to any current rappers. Obviously, like, the current rappers I do fuck with, if they drop something new, I'll check it out. But besides that, I don't really try to stay up to date with anything. If anything, I try to distance myself from it, because I feel like, if you put too much modern shit in your mental diet,
Right.
like, you're gonna fucking regurgitate it. And I don't want to bite anyone's steez. That's why I try to tend to listen to either metal or older rap, so I don't bite anyone's steez.
Yeah.
Although I will say I have grown a fond liking of Young Thug.
Dope. I always was told to, like, yo, man, you just gotta listen to Young Thug. I didn't really fuck with the whole
What?
skirt thing. Yeah, I don't really.
Oh, I thought you meant as far as, like, making music. Like, somebody told you, like, you want to rap?
No,
Listen to Young Thug.
No, they just told me, like, dude, you're missing out, bro. Young Thug got some bars on there,
It's
and
not
I was
even
like,
the bars, dude. It's
just
that
the way he
fucking
talks.
voice
Yeah,
he does.
the way his voice is, and he has like the little. It's like he has like all that shit.
Yeah, that shit's fucking tight,
Yeah,
dude.
it's just like
It's so sick.
the way he raps.
What's
is like,
that song he did with Travis Scott? Me on the right now. Do you know that song? It's on
yeah.
Astro. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So we can roam.
I forgot what it's called, but
Dude, his
I'm bad with
fucking
names.
part in that song is like my favorite part. Just the way he starts his verse, like, and then like the next second he's like, dude, like I could never make music like that.
yeah, everyone's telling me, dude, yo, you gotta listen to Young Thug, dude. I've been listening to
Shit's
Guap
infectious.
Dad 4,000, 400, 4,000. Guap Dad 4,000. Is it
Yeah.
4,000 or 400?
I'm not familiar. I've heard like a song or two and it was fire as
That shit's
fuck,
fire, bro.
but
That fucking album, bro.
never really revisited it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time we met Chapo at the Ski Mask show?
Fuck yeah.
That shit
Was
mad
wild.
funny, dude.
So I had my camera.
Yo, Chapo's the shit, dude.
Yeah.
Bang guy.
We literally went to tell them about our crazy story. So we wanted to go see Ski Mask, but he wasn't playing in Vegas. So we drove all the way to LA
Should we fucking say what we did on
for
here?
one day.
Well, I mean, we could just be
Yeah.
like bullshitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to
fucking-
Vegas, yeah, for one day.
Vegas? No.
Oh,
we
no, yeah.
left Vegas for
We
a
left
day.
Vegas
The
for a day.
closest show to us was the Los Angeles State.
Exactly, at the Novel.
So me, Storm, and the homie Jonathan, Bambi, we all
You're
decided
gonna like that.
to take a fucking road trip to see Ski Mask. And Jonathan's very experienced in the one-day trips to California for like random ass shit. So he comes through with a bottle of Henny, and we fucking drive to a gas station and just get drunk as fuck. By the time we got to the venue, the Novo, I was legit gagging before we
Dude,
even fucking got in
You
that
were
bitch.
shot.
I was shot the fuck up, and I was like, all right, dude, like I think I'm done drinking for the night. And then of course Jonathan comes through. Are you a bitch? So obviously I drank some fucking more.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, we went there not thinking like, damn, we're gonna get fucked up, and we gotta drive back home to Vegas
In a rented car.
in a fucking rented car.
that died out
That-
on us.
Yeah, and we were fucking drunk. That was probably the stupidest shit I've ever done.
No, the stupidest shit you ever done came after that, but we'll get there. So we're fucking drunk as fuck. This guy runs into his old buddy.
Oh yeah, shout out Yo Chris.
Shout
He
out
he
Yo
played
Chris.
at the Ski Mask concert. You know, we definitely got some merch from him.
I see that guy everywhere, dude.
Yeah,
Like he always pops up on like other people's shit.
yeah.
Not like featured, but he's just there. It's pretty
Oh yeah,
tight.
definitely.
What was I gonna say? Anyway, yeah, so fucking Ski Mask comes on, show's lit as fuck.
Show was super lit.
Show ends, we're like walking out the venue, and all of a sudden I see fucking Chapo walking up,
Damn.
and I was like, yo,
I remember that.
Chapo? And he was like, what's up? And I was like, can I get a picture? And
Yeah.
he's like, fuck it, let's take a flick.
For real.
So I fucking have my phone out, drunk as shit. I snapped like a terrible blurry ass picture of me and Chapo. Jonathan's bitch ass was trying to photobomb my shot with Chapo.
And I had my fucking vlog camera that I thought I was vlogging, but I was so fucked up that it cut out.
It did.
It died.
It died.
I was so pissed because Chapo was just hanging out with us for like a good
second.
Yeah, a good second.
It wasn't very long.
It wasn't very long,
got
but
hoarded by everyone else once they realized it was.
But he just
Chapo.
is out in the crowd, and then like, DJ
Scheme.
DJ Scheme was in the fucking Scheme.
You chopped it up with Scheme for a second.
I chopped it up with Scheme, and then I was like, "Yo, man, how's everything?" He's like, "Yo, I'm about to jump on stage in a bit."
But I'd love to kick.
But I love to kick it with you. I was like, "Damn, that's just fucking dope, man." It's like X's and XX Tentacion's DJ and fucking Ski Master's DJ, which is super sick.
I think he's like Fat Nick's DJ too.
Exactly,
DJ
right.
Scheme's fucking popping.
Yeah, DJ Scheme's popping, man. And then like, you know, yo, we got so fucking schwasted. Yeah. That we had to fucking drive home all the way back to Vegas after.
Well,
not knowing that we already knew that our fucking car
battery
died.
So we
right
had
when
to
we parked.
wait.
Yeah, we had to wait
like an hour or two for AAA.
Exactly. Good thing we got the insurance.
Right, and we were fucking eating those like LA street hot dogs.
Shit's fire. That's one thing I like about LA.
I think that bitch tried to charge us like $8 or some shit, and Jonathan was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then she brought it down. To like 5 or
and
4.
We tried to get her on the vlog, and then like she's like, "No, I don't want to be on the vlog."
She said that to you?
I literally just was editing the videos like a couple days ago, and I come across that video, and she's like, she didn't want to be in the vlog, but really? Jonathan's like, "Yo, get in the vlog." She's like, "No."
Jonathan, man. And
I was like, "Yo, shout out to Jonathan, tour manager, and got Deadbymourning in the building."
Was I Deadbymourning yet?
Yeah, you were definitely Deadbymourning. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. Sounds about
Doomblade into Deadbymourning.
Doomblade into Deadbymourning. Yeah. Shout out to Casey Strain.
Only has one picture.
On my Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't...
Super dope.
Let me fucking tell you. I'm introverted as shit.
Yeah.
I don't care about social media as far as posting is concerned, or really checking up on it. Like, I'll look every blue moon, but I'm not glued to it. And yeah, but fucking the ski story, man. So car battery's dead, AAA comes. We're all supposed to take turns driving home, but I went a bit too buck, so I fell asleep in the back.
All the way back to Vegas.
All the way back to fucking Vegas. We went to go exchange our rental car at another, where was it, Enterprise or some shit?
At the LAX.
Because they told us we could fucking swap cars.
Yeah.
But the guy when we got there was like,
you don't need to.
You can't, or like, you don't need to. He's like, just don't turn the car off for the whole fucking trip. So while I'm sleeping in the background, fucking these guys go to the gas station.
Because we're tired of shit. We need like a Monster or some shit. Right. And we're like somewhere out there in the middle of California, middle of nowhere, in between California and Vegas.
It's just desert.
Just desert at a random ass gas station with locusts flying all around and shit. And it was like, fuck, man, who's going to go in, dude? Like, we both want to get something, or he needed to pee. So like, we was like, fuck, we can't turn off the car.
Right.
We'll just leave Deadbymourning in the car. Exactly what we did.
Fucked up, man.
Tell them what happened next.
I don't know. I was fucking sleeping. But apparently when these two assholes came out, there were fucking 2 homeless guys trying to break into our shit.
Yeah, they were about to jack the car. And they told us, "Hey, man, could you give me a ride to..." What was that?
Fucking AutoZone.
AutoZone at
like
3 in the morning?
After you just tried to carjack us, that you asked for a ride to
exactly.
AutoZone.
And there was a dude that was like, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna run this dude over, bro, if he comes right in front of me at the gas station." And he literally tried to step in front of our vehicle. I stepped on the gas. Dude fucking flipped out, and he was like, "Oh shit!" I think he was on something, definitely.
Probably.
There's no AutoZone open at 3 in the morning in the middle of nowhere, between Vegas and California.
Right.
I don't even think there's an AutoZone out there. Yeah, man.
I feel like the takeaway is, there's a very ongoing joke saying that I would have been human trafficked if they would have broke in.
We would have fucking like human sex trafficked him for like some money.
Let me fucking tell you. Good luck trying to human traffic me, bro.
Yeah, that shit was wild. All in one day, 24 hours of getting fucked up, going to LA, watching a Ski Mask concert, chilling with Chapo for a few seconds, DJ Scheme talking to us, seeing my homie Il Chris on the stage, seeing Ski this is like kind of like what, right after X died too?
Yeah, I was just gonna
So
say
the
that.
crowd was sick,
Dude,
bro.
it was
This
so
guy
hype.
was like screaming every lyric he could in all the videos. I was like, damn, man,
Yeah,
word for word, dude. That's my first little fucking mosh pit for a rap concert.
Right.
That was fucking wild.
I fuck with X and Ski heavy, man. They're definitely a
Hell
big
yeah.
influence on my music.
Ski, I love Ski, man.
When their wave first started blowing up, that shit blew my fucking mind. I feel like as far as combining like metal and rap, X is definitely one of the best to do it ever.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. X.
Yeah, man. Definitely, you put me onto them.
How did we forget that one? R.I.P. X.
I think we did say it, but yeah, RIPX, man.
R.I.P. X fucking till I die.
RIPX, RIP Pete. There's a bunch of fucking people we lost in this decade, bro.
Mm.
Mac Miller.
Mm.
Did we mention this already?
We mentioned all of those names, but I think we forgot X.
Yeah. X definitely was.
X was just like the second one to go, so his was just fresh.
It was crazy. It's like when I started getting put onto all this new music, it was kind of too late. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't too late. I just got started into it, and then
I don't think it was too late. I feel like Peep and X never fucking came to Vegas.
Yeah.
So it's not like you could.
They were all underage too. They weren't like even 21 yet.
Yeah, they're all young as fuck.
Yeah. I think did Ski just turn?
I don't know how old Ski is.
That's true.
I feel so bad for him though.
Yeah, man, he lost a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
Lost a lot of people in this just a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
But man, so what do you got going as far as new music? Or are you gonna drop that Hollow? You gonna drop that album?
I mean, I might as well now.
You might as well now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's a few tracks from Hollow that I'm still stoked on. There's like one or two that I could give a fuck about. I gotta go through my computer to see if I can dig up those fucking corpses of a song.
Yeah, man. That's just like start to finish, man. Even an album cover is super dope.
Yo, yeah, that album cover is kind of crazy. Like, I don't know how to make artwork or any of that shit. I just remember one day at work, I was just not in a good place mentally for fucking whatever reason. I think I was just tired of the monotony of the day in and day out, and fucking, I don't know why, but I was just so sad, and I was like, I do not want to fucking feel like this. And all I could think was like, as soon as I go home, I'm just gonna fucking hang myself, cause like,
that's deep.
I don't want to fucking like be around, because at the time I was super spiritual, which I've kind of fallen off on, and conscious of like energy and shit, and I'm a big believer into like, we're all connected to this cosmic one, and if I'm constantly emitting all this shitty energy out into the world, then no one's winning. I'm living, being miserable. The guy driving next to me might have something shitty happen to him because I'm in a fucked up frequency, and it just rubbed off on him and he doesn't even know it. But I don't know, man. I just kind of fucking snuck off on lunch and did my own thing that day. I skated over to this like parking lot.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like we've talked. You put me on to a bunch of books, which I have to give back to you, one of them. And
I was gonna ask you for that, by the way.
You put me out to a bunch of books, man. I still want to even read the Kabbalion and stuff.
I think I have that in my car.
I want to, definitely read up. You put me on to like a spiritual mindset, energy level kind of thing.
Yeah.
Definitely did like, we would like, after work, we'd like fucking sit in the parking lot for hours just talking about some fucking pretty emo shit, but like shit that like made sense. Like we wanted to have like the energy come to us, but we,
I feel like the main thing we told ourselves was that we were on the downswing of the pendulum,
exactly,
and everything that goes like up must come down, and fucking vice versa, So even when I'm depressed as shit now, like I'll try to remember, like, for as low and as shitty as I feel now, it's necessary to eventually get an equivalent high.
Hell yeah.
It's just kind of the way it works.
Yeah, we'd always talk about some just like random ass shit, like me dying in the middle of a meadow and you like just a wave.
That's emo as fuck, just bro.
Emo shit.
This fucking guy was telling me that the most beautiful death would be him severed or fucking bleeding out in the middle of a field with the sun beaming on him.
Oh yeah, in the middle of the meadow with some fucking blood on some yellow yellow fucking sunflowers
Kanye?
or some shit.
Blood
Yo,
on the
that'd be
leaves.
that would be so dope. You know, like I just bleed in there, and if the blood goes in the soil, then I'm a fucking.
That sounds terrible.
That's
man.
crazy, man. No caterpillar can fuck with me and eat me because I'll fucking kill them.
Honestly, dude, like I'm kind of on and off with like wanting to die and not wanting to die.
Exactly.
But if I could choose how I go out, I just want to go out in my sleep. Like I don't want to fucking.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Life is pretty, you know. It comes and it goes, man. You never know, you know, how if this could be like your last time, your last meal or whatever, you know. You just gotta put everything out, and I think
For
that's
sure.
exactly why I wanted to start this, you know, Freebase Podcast, is just because I wanted to showcase everybody and you know their music, and you know everybody's just underrated that I'm around, you know. And I have a lot of good stories and a lot of good times that, you know, I've crossed paths with so many music artists, fucking producers, clothing brand owners, just a bunch of people. And that's good to have you on this fucking, you know, podcast, bro. Like as far as that, like I want to definitely put you on. Because, man, you definitely have some good music, and you just got to put it out, man.
Thank
you know,
you.
you have a Picasso sitting in your fucking studio right now, bro.
I got a bit of a setup going on.
Hell yeah, man.
But, I mean, nothing like this fucking setup. I'm glad to be on the podcast. I wish it much success. I feel like you fucking came a long way as far as getting here. You came from telling me that you wanted to die in an open field to having your own nice-ass spot with your own fucking setup.
We're back up on that pendulum, man. We're back up on the pendulum, man. New energy, new vibes,
For sure, man.
new year. And, you know, we're just trying to, a lot of the, you know, we used to sit in the fucking front of a warehouse and be like, fuck, man, fuck this part-time job, bro. We just want some good jobs, and I just want my store.
Hours.
Yeah, for hours. And I just wanted my store to be up, or like, you know, and like, I had to figure out my whole situation in Vegas, and I was going through a hard time in life personally, and so did, you know, Deadbymourning. You know, he wanted to make music. That's all he wanted to do. He's like, fuck, man, I just want to make music. Fuck this shit, bro. Fuck the 9 to 5. And I definitely, you know, this year is definitely that year. This year and the year on, bro. I think we just normally had it. We just got to present it to the world. And man, it's super good to have you on here, man.
Thank you.
It's super good to have you as my first interview.
Swag.
And this is your first interview.
Sure is.
Showcasing fucking, you know, to the world, bro. This is crazy, man. This is going on the fucking YouTube and
on the YouTubes, on the interwebs.
Yeah, definitely on like the fucking just like podcast network, you know. That's so fucking wild. But it's great to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Definitely.
For sure. Just want to say, if you ever listened to my music and told me you liked it or some shit, thank you. There's been a good handful of people in Vegas that have heard my shit and tried to push me into making something of myself, and I appreciate every one of you.
Oh yeah. We'd like to have you back on the podcast again, man.
For sure. Definitely. Anytime.
All right. It's your homie Quiet Storm. It's Freebase Podcast. And we also have Deadbymourning.
Peace out.
Peace. That's good, man. Hell yeah.
Okay, we're definitely not going to keep the stand up, but we can keep the headphone taken off.